Ramoscomics. Back in sometime around February earlier this year, I did an unboxing of a bunch of Matchbox and Hot Wheels toys that I bought at a thrift store. I bought a bunch of bags and I kept them in a box, and I decided on one of my lives on TikTok I would do an unboxing. And in that were a whole bunch of collectible Hot Wheels toys. Um, it's about half an hour or so long of me just showing off these toys. I mainly bought those toys because there were some Batmobiles in there. There were some Corgi toys that were movie and comic book related, because that's the type of Hot Wheels cars that I collect. Also in that collection is a Redline um, truck, or van, really, the Volkswagen van, that I understand is pretty collectible. It's very banged up, very smashed up, but it is something that is going for a good amount of money from what I've seen. I don't claim to be a expert. I am not. But it was just fun to be able to go through these bags and just show these cars. Now, again, this was a TikTok live, so I'll be speaking to people or reacting to gifts and stuff like that that you're not going to be able to see. So if you do follow TikTok, you would know what the lives look like. If not, it basically will look like what you're going to see in the following. So I basically wanted to just jump on here to preface what is going on in that video before we play it. And so again, earlier, keep an eye out for that car. I understand is quite valuable, and again, it was kind of fun items that I found at a thrift store. So anyway, I thank you for watching it, and let's go on to the video. Ramos Comics, and welcome back to my Friday night show. Starting a little late because I wasn't able to find the things that I wanted to talk about, because it's been a pretty heavy work week, and because of that, I have not done much shopping, and so no new toys or things this week, other than picking up a couple of days ago this Hot Wheels Batmobile. But because I was thinking about the cars, I had opened up a box recently and realized I have not gone through that box. Now, what happens is that I would occasionally stop by a thrift store, and pick up a bag of cars. Hello, Crooked-Eyed Comics 216. Welcome, welcome. So I have this box full of toys, Hot Wheels cars, that I have picked up from my local thrift store that we have here. The name escapes me right now, but I have not looked at these since I picked them up, and they're kind of various bags. I say, like, there's a price on there, but I know I didn't pay that much, mainly because I had picked them up on a Monday, and that Monday that this particular thrift store called Unique, they're I think it's the Mondays or Tuesdays, they're half off whatever the price was. So I had bought these and put them in a box. I bought quite a few. These were not all bought the same day. These were bought in different days, and I figured, oh, well, I haven't gone through these, so I wanted to open them up and basically say why I picked these particular ones up. If you watch any of my other TikToks and stuff like that, you know that I collect Hot Wheels toys, or car vehicle toys, the 1/64 scale Matchbox Hot Wheels. But I like collecting the ones that happen to deal with a TV show or movie. Like, so I'll pick up a Batmobile because of my love of the Batmobile from the Batman 66 cartoon TV series. So what I do now is I'll pick up toy cars that are representative of a movie, a TV show, or something like that. So I figured, why not get started? So we'll just grab this one. So as you can see from it, you know, there's Mater from Cars. I don't really collect those. I mainly picked this one up because, as you can see, there's a Batmobile. I don't know what else is in here. I mean, yeah, it's transparent so you can see through them. So I figured, we'll open it up and I'll showcase the cars. If I know them, I'll mention what they are. If I don't, I don't. All right, so let's see. I'll put this box over here. So the first one looks like it's Hot Wheels car. It's called Beach Patrol. Yep, the logo on the bottom is Hot Wheels. So it looks like this. This does not look recognizable at all. It is cool that it's supposed to be a boat, but it's on wheels. So this all looks like water. So that's pretty neat. Here is another car. This is definitely Hot Wheels. But the main reason why I picked up this bag, and it's not Hot Wheels, is for this Batmobile that, let's see if it has, it doesn't say, oh, it's a McDonald's Batmobile. So it'll be something that I would put in the collection because it's Batman related. And it's, even though it's smaller than a Hot Wheels car, I mean bigger than a Hot Wheels car, it would be something that I would put in the collection. So the next one we have here, the thing is, I know nothing about cars. If I haven't seen it in a movie or TV show, this is a Hot Wheels Cadillac. And it doesn't look like this was something that I would have seen in a movie or anything like that. Another one I have here is another one of these Hot Wheels ones. This one's also a Hot Wheels. Is it a Hot Wheels or is it a Matchbox? Oh, this is Mattel. So this would be, well, Hot Wheels are Mattel's as well, but also Mattel owns Matchbox. And here's classic Roadster. And as I mentioned before, Mater from Cars. Now I don't really collect these, even though it was in a movie and the movie is all about cars. But the thing is that it would just be it would be too many of them, because then you would have to get the whole line, and that's just too many of them. I kind of tend to like to stick to cars that were, you know, featured in a movie or something like that. Yes, that was featured in a movie, but they would just be way too many to collect. All right, so that was the first bag. So from that bag, the one that I can say is like, all right, cool, would be this particular Batmobile, but it's really a McDonald's car. Now, what will I do with the rest of these vehicles? I would keep the ones that are like this, only because it's pretty neat, it's different, I kind of like it. But the rest of them, I would probably most likely eventually put them up on my eBay store. The next one, this bag is already open, so this must have popped out in the bag, so I don't know this. I don't think there's too many of them in there. This one's a pretty cool car. I do not know what it's from. Let's see if there's any information on it. Swamp Commanders. So it's a Matchbox car, so it must have been a line. It is actually pretty cool because it looks like you would have it in the water, so the wheels are up, and then it has tiny wheels underneath it. But it's weird enough and kind of cool that I could see keeping this one. The next one is a Playmobil, a Duplo car that would happen to be in the bag. That wouldn't be something that I would keep. A series called Fast Lanes. Does the trunk open up? No, it looks like it does, but it doesn't. It's a regular truck. This looks like a piece of a transformer. And this is one of those really cheap little cars that you could get from almost any set that you're paying 50 cents for like 10 of them or whatever. So this bag, since the bag is open, whatever was in it that I wanted either fell into the box or I had taken it out. So we'll go to the next set of cars. Now this set, there's a couple of them in here that I really am interested in. So let's see. Welcome to more people. Welcome. All right, so this one Here's an older buggy. So this is a Volkswagen from 1971. Happened to be the same year I was born. So this car is as old as I am. And like me, it's a little worn out, but still works. Wheels turn. That I might just keep because it was from the same year. Alright, so here we go. So I grabbed this bag for two main cars that are in it. This is one of them. This is a Batmobile. This one is from Play Art. It's the company. It has a tiny Batman and Robin in there. It definitely could use a cleaning. But this was the main reason why I picked this one up, this bag, because of this Batmobile here. So that's definitely a plus. The second plus to it happens to be this James Bond 007 car. This is from Corgi. It's a British company that made a lot of these cars. They also made Batmobiles as well in this size, which was called Corgi Junior. This one, I don't know if it's a Corgi Junior. Let's see if it says on it. Yes, this is a Corgi Junior. So this is the Lotus E-Spirit. So this, in the movie, this car went underwater. So that these two cars are the main reasons why I bought this particular set. Alright, so this one's called Park Ranger. This is a Matchbox car. Here is a airplane that's, I think, welded to another car. Oh no, that's the way this one is particularly done. Tires, unfortunately, are bent. Hello, TK Lewis 5. And then we have a jet. Well, this is a pretty cool looking one. Super Fast is a Matchbox series car. I don't think this was used in a movie, although it almost looks like it could have been something used in Cannonball Run. Here is this is an older one. This looks like this is a Matchbox one. This is also 1972. So this must have been either someone's collection or maybe a parent's collection. A lot of these cards are pretty old. This one is called Leslie Productions. So this might have been in a TV show. And the back opens up. So a lot of these in this bag I think I'm going to be keeping only because of their age. This one's a truck. This was 1968, older than me. There you go. You can see how the wheels are completely different from the regular Matchbox cars. Oh, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, here is another one. Regular race car. And this one definitely seen better days. There was a series of vans that had surfboards on them. I forget the name of the series, but that was a whole collection type of thing of its own. This one is really beat up. And the last car that's in here is a taxi. It looks very similar to a New York City checkerboard taxi, but this is completely different. This is a more recent one. It's 2005. Crown Victoria, so it's Matchbox. So a lot of those cars I think I will be keeping. Pardon me. I will be keeping, even though only a handful, only 2 of them are directly from a movie, and the rest are from the Matchbox and series, Hot Wheels series. All right, let's go to the next bag. So I can't tell from just looking at it why I grabbed this one. We'll open it and find out. All right, so here's a really cool one whose doors open up very similar to like a DeLorean. This one does not have a year on it, but it's Mercedes. Here's a boat with a little figure inside. I always like the ones with the figures. I always think those are the pretty cool ones, only because, again, it's just something about having a little figure inside them, I think makes them be a little cooler in itself. The next one I have here is another roaster. Here's another cool one. And again, what I like about these are because they open up. You can see some of the engine inside. I always think that's just a little, something really cool and extra in these old cars. Another Hot Wheels 55 Mustang. No, doors don't open, but the windows are open. Little ambulance. This one looks like it's all plastic, but it is a Hot Wheels in 1994. Here's another one whose doors open up. $1974. Lensley Production. So I don't know if that may have been in a TV show. If you guys recognize any of these cars, please let me know. This one's called the Big Banger. So it looks like it had a hood, but it popped off at some point. So these don't look like they were ones that I could recognize from a movie or TV show. Another buggy. This one opens up. Oh, thank you, Nerd Space 3. Thank you very much. That is my first rose I ever actually got. Thank you. Here is from Matchbox. Does it open up? It looks like it opens up. Sometimes you think they open up, but you don't, and I don't want to pull it into breaking it or anything like that. And then the last one in this particular one has a dinosaur on it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see it. This one open up? No. It's called Jackhammer. Very cool. And that is it on that particular one. So from those, I'll probably keep this one and this one in my collection. They are really beat up, but I do like, there's just something about them I really like. And again, like I mentioned before, the cars that I collect are from TV shows and movies, but sometimes in order to get that one car you want, you end up having to buy the whole box or the whole bag full of them just to get that one or two cars. So there's some loose ones in here. And again, these are the types that you would get, even though it looks cool on screen. These are plastic ones that are, you know, you would buy a pack of 10 for like $1, brand new. And that's the thing with these car collections that you find at a thrift store. They'll put the cars together, and sometimes you'll get some really cool stuff. Other times, you just never know what you're going to get. So, we're down to my last 2 bags here, or 3 bags. So, we'll do the smaller bag first. This one only has 3 cars in it. Nerd Space 3, you just got a #1 gifter badge. Congratulations. Okay, so here's one that has, I think it opens up. No, I guess it doesn't. Okay, it almost looks like it opens up, but you know, some of these cars can be defected. Some of these cars can be made to do stuff, but sometimes they have, it looks like there's a tag there, but moving it doesn't do anything. Now that I look at it, it probably went into something else and then shot out. Here we have an orange one that I want to open up. Alright, so we have pretty generic police car. Doesn't have any names on it, so this is probably from that collection of cars that are just the less expensive ones, really the kiddie cars type of stuff. And then this one is definitely a Hot Wheels or Matchbox. Sometimes they have the logos on it, sometimes they don't. I'm going to guess this is a Matchbox car. And that's that bag, so next bag over. Alright, so this looks almost transparent. So this one's a regular Hot Wheels one. Hot Wheels van. This one says monkeys on it. No moon keys. Okay. So it's definitely a Hot Wheels one. Doesn't look like this one opens. This bag is almost done. There's 3 left in it. Here's this kind of truck. Go. I keep getting notifications to invite people, but I'm not sure if you guys are asking for invites or it's just a suggestion. I'm not ignoring you guys, it's just that I'm still new to this and not too sure if I'm inviting someone that wants to be invited or if it's just suggesting it. Here's another cool one. So I did notice there are a lot of these Hot Wheels ones which will have surfboards on it, and you know, I just call them the California riders because they always seem to be going to the beach and stuff like that. I associate that with California because growing up, if you want to surf, you went to California. I wasn't aware of like all the other places you can surf. Again, if it wasn't on the TV show, I had no idea. Being a New Yorker, we don't do all that much surfing at all. All right, so this is the last bag. This one has a Hummer. That opens up in the back. And what I would have to do later with all of these is to see if any of them might be connected to TV shows and movies I wasn't aware of. But most of them look like they're regular cars, except for the 2 that I obviously saw, which is the James Bond car and the Batmobile ones. This one's definitely, I think, an older one. Well, 1996, it's not too old. But I remember that like sometimes the glasses would be in color for the older cars. And then newer cars are either blue or transparent. Here's a hovercraft from 1972. And then here we have a, oof, this one. This one's been played with. So here, this is a police car whose the top light's gone. I'm dropping cars all over the place. Here's a pink Cadillac. Very 80s designs on it. Let's see what year it says on this one. 1987. So it's possible this could have been on like an episode of Miami Vice, which was an old TV show. Forklift that works a little bit. Looks like it bends this way and comes up and then pulls back. That's pretty neat. It has the working parts. That'll be definitely something I'll probably keep. Put like a little character on there. This one has, again, parts that come up. So this is a Sky Television. I don't know if this is from their own kind of a set or if this was from a TV or movie. So I would look that up. Tour bus. Pan Am. Okay, that might be something I would keep. Mainly because this one's made in Japan. This is by Bandai, so this is not even a Hot Wheels car. Ramp bus. So this is smaller scale than the 164. Most of the Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars I collect are 164. This one's a lot smaller, so this could have been from a set, like a whole Pan America set. Pan Am, Pan America was a airport, it was a airlines. And Pan America used to be where now is the MetLife building, which eventually turned to the, was before that was the Pan America. It's another car. This one's made in England. This is Matchbox. A lot of these says, wide, okay. See? And then, the last one, oh, this is pretty neat. It's like a Tonka truck. Matchbox, this one's made in China. Pretty cool, I think. And then the last one out of this set is from Play Art. This is loose, but it does not come off. And the wheels are pretty bent. So this one's fairly older. And that's it of the box. So as I mentioned before, these I got from a thrift store that's here in New York called Unique. And basically they occasionally have toys and stuff like that. And when I got these were mainly because I wanted to get the this car from James Bond, which is featured in the movie. And this one is the Batmobile. And that's pretty much it. All these other cars were just really extras because I just happened to, pick them up to see what might be in there. So a lot of them need to be cleaned. A few of them I will keep, and then the rest I might just bag them together and sell them on my own eBay store. So that's basically what I collect for eBay, that I basically collect from Matchbox and Hot Wheels. And then everything else is the comic book stuff and the action figures like Marvel Legends. But I haven't picked up anything new this week, so that's why I don't have anything to show on that. I have these all on my desk, so they're all falling down, so I gotta put them away. So back in the box, they're going to go. So yeah, that's basically this, you know, the stuff that I'm collecting with the Matchbox cars. Again, they make so many cars. That's why I only tend to keep doing the smaller collection of just keeping it to TV shows and movies and stuff like that. So the older cars like this that are from these lines that I try to find that weren't in TV shows were the superhero cars, because there used to be a lot of them that would be done by Corgi or Corgi Jr. There's a set that's very similar to the boat like this, but would have a superhero in there. So I still don't know what this one piece of Transformer is from. It's just odd that it was put in with the collection of cars. So I'm just trying to put these all back in this box, so it's not all that too much. So as far as comic books are concerned, I've been spending this week lettering a bunch of books. I'm doing a set of books called The Mystics, so I'm lettering those, and they happen to be keeping me quite busy because each book has 3 chapters in it, and it was just a lot to work on. So that's why I haven't had time to go out and get new comic books or pick up any new action figures. But I did order, or I have on order from Hasbro, the Serpentor set, and that looks pretty cool because even though I'm not collecting G.I. Joes, that one comes with a throne, his throne flyer, which was in the movies and TV show. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing on there. Okay. I'm just putting a bunch of cars away that I did not a review, but an opening for. I'm going to keep these 2 out because these are the ones that I was looking forward to reviewing, and I need to figure out a way to clean them because they got a bunch of grime in them. Alright, so yeah, 007 says it right on there. This was called the Corgi Jr. And the Batmobile with a red Batman and Robin. So to clean this, what most likely I'm going to do, let me see, it's like this. This is a synthetic brush. So this is mostly going to be something like, it's synthetic, so it's not like it's pig skin, pig bristles. There's some similar to that are a little more harsher, but this is pretty much easy to go in there and just get the dust off of it. So toys like this you can also use with, you can use a mild detergent to clean it. But what I like to do first is get things off of that. Like that. Gotta be very careful because the characters inside, they move a lot. Because there's only one small piece of plastic that if you wiggle it enough, you could probably remove them. But I'm trying to keep them from getting damaged. So this wheel looks like it had gotten damaged. You see. So I have to look this up and find out what else it had with it, if it had any decals. The way the wheels are on this looks like it might have had rubber wheels on top of it. So and it looks like it would have had the siren up here would have been a separate piece. That's the cool thing about it, because then I can go ahead and see if I can find where it originally came from, what would it need to be complete. But again, even just the way it is, it's just a cool looking vintage car for the collection. Alright, so let's see, what do we have here? Okay. Some people stop by to make a comment and then disappear. That seems to be rude. Alright. So that was basically it about what I kind of was planning to talk about today, was to go through that particular bag of toys. So the only thing that I opened recently was this Spider-Man from the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends set. So I'm really happy to have that. It was a nice little addition to the set, because I've been wanting to get Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I have them individually, and I was kind of happy with the way they were, but because Iceman was different in the bigger set, I decided, oh, let me go ahead and pick that one up. What is this? Sorry, something popped up that I haven't seen before. Okay. So here's Firestar. And here's Iceman. So that takes care of a bit of the house cleaning. And that will be it. So I think I'm going to call it a night. So those who stuck with me, thank you for staying by. And we'll talk again soon. Take care, and remember, keep drawing.